दोस्तों क्रिकेट सिर्फ एक खेल ही नहीं बल्कि ये इमोशनल ड्रामा और कभी कभी ऐसे पागलपन से भरा होता है जिसे देखकर आप यकीन भी नहीं कर पाते। आज हम आपको दिखाने वाले हैं इतिहास के 20 सबसे क्रेजिट मोमेंट जिन्हें देखकर दुनिया दंग रह गई। तो वीडियो को अंत तक जरूर देखना क्योंकि आखिर मोमेंट आपका दिमाग हिला देगा। तो बने रहिए मेरे साथ क्योंकि वीडियो में बहुत ही मज़ा आने वाला है। युवराज सिंह ने T20 वर्ल्ड कप में एक ही ओवर में 6 छक्के मार दिए। ये सिर्फ रिकॉर्ड नहीं था बल्कि क्रिकेट का इतिहास बदलने वाला पल था। बस आप देखते रहिए हर एक मोमेंट को और एंजॉय कीजिए क्रिकेट के यादगार लम्हों को। सुपर सुपर सुपर, क्या बॉल थी, क्लीन बॉल्ड, सुपर सुपर बॉलिंग।
What the? He really turned into Cristiano Ronaldo and sent a well-set batsman back. That footwork was crazy. That number 15 was an unbelievable effort from the fielder. He saved one run, but that one run was the difference between winning and losing. But Sunil Narine saved his team without giving away a single run. The West Indies bowler bowled 6 balls, 6 dots. Not in a normal over, in a super over. A maiden super over.
It's high in the air, the offside. Is this a chance? Yes, I think it is.
That is cricket insanity. But at number 13, we have the craziest direct hit runouts in cricket history.
A moment of brilliance can change this. This has been the case here for Australia. This is a phenomenal throw from the boundary.
They're all wonderful.
From McMillan. Wonderful fielding from Craig McMillan on the boundary, sliding to get to prevent the boundary in the straight hit.
About 70 metres away, he picks up and he has a good walk and a very strong throw. The batsman was running in himself and he got caught out. It was just short.
No second chances. The kind of precision feels like a superpower. But the next moment proves something. The toughest battles in cricket aren't against the opposition, they're against yourself. And in 2004, in Sydney, Sachin Tendulkar showed the world exactly how to win that battle. During the 2004 Test series against Australia, Sachin Tendulkar was going through a rough patch. He just couldn't convert starts to big scores. Again and again, he was getting out playing his trademark cover drive. A shot that had earned him countless runs, but had suddenly become his biggest weakness in the series. So, in the final test at Sydney, Sachin did something extraordinary. He put his ego aside. Determined to change the story, Tendulkar made a bold decision. He completely removed the cover drive from the game for that innings, taking away his favorite and most scoring option on the offside. When Sachin came out to bat, the Australian bowlers just kept bowling outside off. And Sachin was more than happy to let every single one go through to the wicketkeeper. They kept testing him outside off, hoping he'd finally go for the shot. But he simply refused to move. And when they finally missed their line or length, Sachin made them pay. It takes unbelievable discipline to fight your natural instincts for almost 10 hours at the crease. Sachin faced 436 balls, scored an incredible 241 not out, and hit 33 boundaries. When a ball is outside off stump, cover drive is almost automatic. It's instinctive. To resist that shot for 431 deliveries is extraordinary mental strength. Take a look at the wagon wheel from that innings. That is a master of batting doing masterful things. And now, let's talk about speed. Brett Lee, one of the fastest bowlers the game has ever seen, unleashed pure express pace and stunned the world by bowling the fastest over in cricket history.
43, the first delivery, but the accuracy is there straight away. And that was Nathan Ashton against the United States. I think a little excited for Shep. Very ground. Pacey as well. 158. They can try. He's playing late, as you expect. This sort of pace that's flying through. 160. 160 k's. That is 100 miles an hour. 161. It is getting faster. Can you believe it? Now the world record is 161.8. The slip fields, when you see them warming their hands, they're at the ready. So the Drakes are catching that one, flying down to third man.
Except for the first ball, every delivery was clocked at over 150 kilometers per hour. Raw pace like that is almost extinct in modern cricket. But at number 10, it takes 3 fielders to create one perfect moment.
There's a sideways on shot. Green inch. Judas safe catching it. Missed it again. Lloyd missed it. Hit his foot in the Fred Murray. Evans big grabbing it.
3 fielders, 1 catch. But at number 9, a batsman goes completely berserk. January 18, 2015, South Africa versus West Indies. A.B. de Villiers plays an innings that still feels unreal. 50 off 16 balls, 100 off 31 balls, 149 off 44 balls, all in just 59 minutes. Full tosses, yorkers, reverse sweeps, everything disappeared into the stands. It looked less like cricket and more like a video game on easy mode. The fastest 100 in ODI cricket. Surely this is a record that will never be broken. We've just seen unreal battle. Now it's time for an unreal delivery. Shoaib Akhtar's unplayable snake ball to BBS Laxman. Oh my God. How is any batsman supposed to play a delivery like that? But at number 7, it's It's the craziest catch in cricket history.
In the air, there's a man out there who's coming around. He's going to get close to it. Oh, what a ripper! That could turn the whole game. Adam Dale, he's got 3 wickets with the ball. That's one of the best catches you will ever see.
Well, he covered the ground pretty well.
What a sensational effort. At number 6, it's the famous 6 sixes in an over. Yuvraj Singh wrote himself into T20 World Cup history by smashing 6 consecutive sixes off Stuart Broad. Yes, a few batters have done it over the years, but this remains one of the most iconic moments in T20 history. But remember, that was only 6 sixes. At number 5, Owen Morgan takes it to a whole different level, literally 3 times crazier. It happened in the 2019 World Cup, England versus Afghanistan. The crowd was enjoying a good contest, but the moment Owen Morgan walked out to bat, nobody had any idea what was about to happen. And then Morgan turned into an absolute monster against the Afghan bowlers, hitting not 6, not 10, not even 15, but 17 sixes in a single innings. That is insane. That's a world record. The most sixes ever hit by a batsman in one innings. And honestly, I don't think we'll ever see that happen again in cricket. But at number 4, what this bowler did is something we may never see again in our lifetime. Back in 1956, against Australia, England's Jim Laker produced a spell that still sounds unreal. He took 19 wickets in a single test match, 9 in the first innings, 10 in the second, and he conceded just 90 runs in total.
50 years ago today, Jim Laker claimed 19 wickets in a test match, a feat nobody has matched since. The England spin bowler tore apart the Australians at Old Trafford. He took 9 for 37 in the first innings, fellow spinner Tony Locke the only other wicket taker. In the second innings, Laker took all 10 wickets for 53 runs, finishing with...
Honestly, if you don't show people the scorecard, no one would believe it. That's how ridiculous this bowling was. And now, one moment from the IPL, where a single innings took the madness to a whole new level. In the 2014 IPL Qualifier 2, Kings 11 Punjab versus Chennai Super Kings, chasing a massive 226, Suresh Raina walked in at number 3 and changed the entire mood of the match. From ball 1, it was pure destruction. No bowler escaped, not even Mitchell Johnson, who was hammered for back-to-back boundaries. Raina was finding the fence on almost every ball. So fierce was the assault that Chennai Super Kings stormed to 100 runs inside the power play, something no team had ever done before in the IPL. Raina's stunning innings ended on 87 from just 25 balls, after a mix-up with McCullum resulted in a runout. But for those few breathtaking minutes, it genuinely felt like Raina was on a course for a century in under 30 balls. Fast enough to break the IPL's quickest 100, still held by Chris Gale. Even without it, this remains one of the greatest innings the league has ever seen. One man just lit up the stadium with his bat, and another man did the same with a ball. A hat-trick in cricket is already a rare, special moment, but here we witness something even crazier. Not 3 wickets, 4 wickets in 4 consecutive balls. But what's even crazier is this Mad Max, the unbelievable innings by Glenn Maxwell at the 2023 World Cup. November 7th, 2023. Match 39 of the tournament. Afghanistan versus Australia. A must-win game for both teams to stay alive in the race for the semi-finals. Afghanistan bat first and put up a strong total, 291 for 5. And then they come out and bowl just as brilliantly. Australia were in deep trouble early, 4 down for just 49. By the 19th over, they were 91 for 7. 200 runs still needed. Only 3 wickets left. And only one proper batter standing. Glenn Maxwell. Maxwell and Pat Cummins are now at the crease. Australia's win probability? 1%. Slowly, Maxwell began to fight back. He survived an LBW review. Then a catch was dropped, one of several costly fielding mistakes by Afghanistan. But once the big show found his eye, the atmosphere in the stadium shifted from funereal to electric. He started launching those trademark low cross-bat shots. At the other end, Pat Cummins is doing exactly what his team needs, just blocking and surviving. Under immense pressure, Maxwell kept Australia alive and quickly brought up his half-century. They still have plenty of overs left. But then, the situation takes a frightening turn. The pressure of the chase isn't the only thing tightening. After bowling his 10 overs and fielding through the entire innings in the Mumbai Heat, Maxwell starts cramping badly. His legs begin to fail. In the 41st over, after struggling through a single, Maxwell collapses to the ground as his entire body locks up with cramps. It's painful to watch. For a moment, it feels inevitable that he will have to retire hurt. But Australia still needed 55 runs. Running between the wickets is no longer an option. So Maxwell and Cummins come up with a desperate, brilliant plan. No singles, only boundaries. For the next few overs, they camp at opposite ends of the pitch. Between the 40th and 44th overs, they didn't attempt a single run. It's 4, 6, or nothing. Maxwell is now playing almost on one leg. He can't transfer his weight. He can't move properly at the crease. All he has left is hand-eye coordination and raw power. And somehow, without footwork, without balance, he keeps launching Afghanistan's bowlers to every corner of Wankhede Stadium. Ball after ball, the boundaries keep coming. Maxwell reaches an unbelievable 201 runs from 128 deliveries, 21 fours, 10 sixes, and the 10th six comes on the final ball of the match. It wasn't just a great innings. It was one of the greatest one-day performances the game has ever seen. The first double century while chasing in a World Cup match. The first ever 200 by a non-opener in a World Cup chase. Glenn Maxwell didn't just win a match. He dragged Australia to victory, almost single-handedly, in a chase that should have been impossible.